You think you have collections?
My shit is in collections.
What?
My credit card.
Oh,
My $3,000 credit card. I didn't pay that shit. Or by the time I was paying it, I think it hit collections already. Because I get emails from I get emails from Capital One saying payment plan. But I remember, here's what's fucked up. I agreed to pay a certain amount and to have the account closed, which was 1,500. I paid the 1,500. Now they're asking for the rest and payment plans. I'm not about to pay that shit. I closed the account with you guys already. I can't open an account with you anymore.
damn.
Yeah. But I looked it up. It's like if you pay your credit cards that are like in collections, it doesn't even boost your credit score back. It just makes you debt free.
Yeah, well, that's the main thing. Is you gotta be debt free.
No, fuck that, bro. You never read fuck, what's that book by that Chinese guy? It's really good.
Oh, Poor Dad, Rich Dad.
Yeah, you never read that shit?
No,
Debt
not
is your
yet.
strongest asset. I mean that ass. You gotta spend money to make money, bro.
Depends on how though.
Well, that's different though.
No, I'm actually damn, that's crazy that you say that, bruh. And we're about to get into financial talk. Anyways, welcome to episode
17.
17. That's crazy that you say that actually. I was just thinking about how so I have a lot of credit card debt right now.
Mhm.
It's all the shit I was buying back in the day that I never like finished paying off. I was low-key thinking about it. I was like,
What are you
damn.
buying? Like
I don't-
stuff for the computer, or is it like
I think I bought my entire second PC on there, and I only paid back like 1,000 of it. But then I kept using the credit card without. I was spending more money than I was making at work.
Because I'm trying to think, is it like the first era of us spending money where
No.
it's us going to the mall?
No,
Or is it the second era where we're buying like stuff for us? Or is it the new era where it's like us from going out?
a little bit of the second and the third one.
Okay.
I just couldn't pay it back because I wasn't making enough money.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know
out of
what?
sight, out of mind, right?
Yeah, basically, I was like, fuck, bro. But I was trying to like come up with a couple plans to like pay them off by the end of the year this year, right? Which I could have done, right? But ultimately, I kind of changed my focus and I was like, you know what? Nah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pay off the major one that I have, which is 3,500, and then and then pay off another one, which is 1,000 or a little bit under 1,000. So I'm gonna pay that off probably like this week coming up. It's not gonna. I'm doing it more just to get rid of it, not to actually boost my credit because
How much credit cards do you have right now? Just those two?
3. I have
okay.
3. 2 with Capital One, 1 with Discover. The reason I say that is because I want to get another one soon. I want to get the Amazon Unlimited, or no, the Amazon Prime one.
My mom has that.
I think it's a pretty good card.
That shit's fun.
Yeah, so I want to get that right. But again, I want to get rid of 4.5 thousand of it, and I'll be left with just one card right now, which has 2.5 on it. However, though, of that 2.5, I only realistically have 1,500 that's actually debt because the other 1,000 comes from the Fuerza Regida concert tickets I just bought, which I already have the money back. Like I have my money and then I have money from everybody else that I bought the tickets for. So realistically, again, I just have to pay off 1,500, you know? But I was like, the reason I wanted to do that was because I was about to I want to start using the money I would put into that into stocks again. Because you know how I was telling you about like, oh, I want to get to 150,000 by, did I say by 30 or when did I say it by?
You said 30.
By 30,
you said
right?
30, 150,000.
I want to get
Which is a
150,000.
good ass number.
Yeah, I want to get to
in a good ass time
150,000
span.
by 30 in just stock value. What I was gonna do though, I was thinking about this the entire day yesterday before going into work.
Just stocks?
Yeah,
And
just
what kind of
stocks.
stocks?
So okay, so
For the people out there.
so this is where it kind of comes into. I basically wanted to eliminate those 2 credit cards, which I have the money to do. Right, I had just been wanting to do it to where it's like I pay it off without going into my savings, which I can do, which I am doing right now. But I would rather just pay it off and then put $500 a month into stocks, right? Which I'm looking into buying Coca-Cola stocks right now because I was doing the math with some chat GPT last night.
This guy's investing in the Coke? What's wrong
Yeah.
with you?
My people, bro.
Yo, that is crazy. This guy's a sellout.
Nah.
Let's not make him famous.
Nah, but Nah, essentially what I'm gonna do right is
This guy's about to start fucking investing in ice, bro.
that I did not say that.
Nah, you might as well, bro. It's the same shit.
I did not say that.
Coca-Cola and ice go hand in hand.
That motherfucker is crazy. Coca-Cola is the only thing in Mexico that you can find as a drink.
Bro, what, you
There's
guys don't
more
have
there's
water?
more Coke than water, and
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm
I
serious.
saw that water bag that Muerta was talking about. That shit looked pretty firme.
Exactly. And you seen that Coke bag too?
No, the Coke.
There's two different ones now.
I know. I was like, wait a minute, bro.
Oh
I
man.
was
Oh
like,
no, but
Sergio's here. Like,
head ass. No, but yeah, for real. So 500 a month, my game plan, right? I was essentially using ChatGPT right now for him to do, or it, whatever it is, to basically do the math for me, right? Of how long it would take for me buying Coca-Cola stock, right? For it to reinvest and buy one stock of it each time.
Mhm.
I discovered it's gonna take 2.5 years, right? I'm gonna have to put 16,000 in to where every quarter of the year I get back one stock worth of dividends, right? Essentially, I then began doing the math again. And I basically did it from now until I'm 30. By 30, I did this shit crazy as fuck. I said, "Hey, can you tell me based off the last 5 years, do an average of what the growth percentage was, and do that for the next 8 years, right? And then add that to me adding $500 a month, and then to how much I would be getting back from the dividends and shit like that, reinvested, right? Basically, it said that I would contribute about I think $35,000, and I would be getting back, or I think it was $45,000, and I would be getting back in terms of value $98,000 from now until 30, and that's just $500 into Coca-Cola itself, right? So I was like, damn, low-key, I might do that shit. But the main thing this shit was reiterating to me was you need to get rid of those debt credit cards. And I was like, yeah,
Nah, fuck
I
that,
might do
bro.
that
Debt
shit.
is your strongest asset.
Nah,
bro.
fuck all that shit, bro.
What did he say? Dude, the quote is hilarious. Let me see.
I don't know. But essentially, I was doing my math, and I'm right now spending about $650, give or take average, on paying off the credit cards a month. So I'm like, yeah.
No, listen. Debt can act as a powerful wealth building asset when used as a strategic leverage to acquire income producing or appreciating assets. So it's good debt. Because if you don't pay it, right? Listen, hear me out. Take this advice. I'm a financial
Whoa, no,
advisor.
do not do that. No, we're about to get sued.
Here's what you do, right? You get a fucking credit card, you max it out by buying hella camera gear, and you start charging people. You gotta spend money to make money.
Okay, see, but that actually is a good idea.
That's what-
Whoa, wait, that's not a good idea. That's like
That's a
not.
It's a smart way of using debt.
Yeah, there you go.
See, by
However, though, just maxing it out on going every weekend to the club is not a good
that's
idea.
stupid. That's stupid. So like right now, right? I have $1,500 in debt. By me not paying that, I'm saving myself $1,500 to buy more stuff for the studio. So technically, I'm using my debt in a smart way.
He said it's positive debt.
No, it's positive debt.
That's fucking
Dude,
crazy.
that sounds like a fucking oxymoron.
That has to be positive debt.
That's low-key the most clickbait like sentence investors have ever made up.
Well, that's what Joey. No, what's that fool that did
Joey Diaz?
No,
Joe
no,
Rogan.
no. The guy that used to have the library in his garage with the Lamborghini.
Oh, he was like, just here in my garage. Knowledge. That guy?
Knowledge.
I don't remember that guy.
I forget his name. It's Ty Lopez.
Ty Lopez.
Ty Lopez.
That's what he used to always say.
But I think but he used to be like the internet guru,
Mhm.
right? With courses before it was a thing. He was the pioneer in courses, dude. Buy my book. Knowledge is the key. Because back in the day, it was books, not courses, bro.
Oh, you know what? All ebooks. type
Ebooks.
shit.
Or just regular hardcover books, dude.
But Loki, it's like such a.
That was the original method.
I feel like that's not even like such like a mind-boggling thing to like. All right, so like when we get our LLC, right?
Sell a book and shit like that?
No.
Or what?
So like the whole debt thing, right? So like when we get our LLC, the reason I didn't file it is because I have the money for it. It's like $500 to file.
Yeah, I know.
It's $500 to file, and that's not even including the fees. And,
That's why I was gonna wait.
And then I'm gonna pay it. Our registered agent is gonna be $100 a year because you have to have a
Yeah,
registered
that's why I was
agent.
gonna wait.
No, I'm gonna buy it. Bro, debt is your strongest asset, bro. The more money I spend, the more rich we'll become, bro. It's called investing. No,
Wait. And see, that's why gamblers, right? They're
no.
That's
bro.
why gamblers are like the biggest fucking
Low key,
non-wealthiest people out there,
low
right?
key, if gamblers,
Because they're always just one hit away from their big win,
yeah,
dude.
that's us, bro. We're one video away. Our next video might be a fucking 10 spot. Dude, my toes just curled thinking about hitting one.
Oh my god. Hey, did you ever upload that clip, bro? The other day, this motherfucker took me out.
Oh no, it's on the camera.
It's on the camera. Okay, hopefully this clip will go out one of these days. But I was working. This fool came down to get me.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, and then fucking essentially, I told him I was like, yeah, can we go to the Grand, one of the hotels with the casino? I was like, because one of my tables left a $5 voucher. So I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna use that shit to just like go take it out and get an extra $5 for the day, you know?
So for context, in Vegas, look, instead of tipping like cash, sometimes people will give you chips or their ticket, and the ticket is assigned to a certain casino. Same thing with the chips.
A bunch of like dealers, right? Damn, that sounds bad. A bunch of like blackjack dealers or fucking roulette dealers, right?
Game dealers.
Game dealers, there you go. They'll be tipped in chips when somebody wins big, you know?
Yeah, if you're not tipping your dealers, you're kind of a piece of shit. That's what I think.
I don't give a fuck. I never gamble anyway.
But he hit.
I hit. So we went to a roulette table, right, with the $5, and I always go on black. Ever since we went that time to fucking, was it Circa with Juan? Me and Juan were winning some money on the blackjack or on the roulette table on all black.
Oh,
So I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna put it on black. Boom, won that shit. So we're at $10 now. We're up 5. I fucking hate the fact this shit happened. We put that shit back on black.
and it doesn't get red. That shit.
It didn't go red.
That shit hit a single zero.
Single zero.
That would have been $300.
Yeah.
Or 350.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It just,
It's like times 35.
dude, fuck, man.
Because I think a number is like times 14.
I was like, damn, I should just put the $4 and then just do a middle between the 00 and 10, single zero. So it'd have been like 50 cents each, which again would have been way better because that would have made my day even better. But
And that's how gambling addiction starts. Dude, we need to do
Yeah.
a video.
but what did he say? I'm not even gonna say it. No,
The more money you spend, the more you invest, the
no,
more
no,
money you'll
the
make.
more day you have, the
Yeah, the
better
more
chance.
Bro, it's true though. Also, what I was gonna say is once we get our LLC and we get that EIN number and we start to build our credit under the studio, we're gonna be able to buy everything that we need for the business, for the studio under that name and build that credit. And then we could funnel everything back, and then it's all gonna be tax free because it's for the business. And then once we get like so locked in,
Well, it's not gonna be tax free.
but it's better than being a sole proprietor.
Yeah.
But so that being said, right? Let's say like when we're locked in and we do that trip, or like another trip like that, let's say fuck it, we need a van like for all our shit. Buy that van, and then all the stuff from the business is literally just gonna pay that off and can write it off. It'd be fire.
It's just gonna be a business expense. We just have to rent it though.
Bro, this guy just likes disagreeing with me.
I literally just agreed with you,
You just said no, but it's a business expense. That's what I said. You just wanted.
so
to
I'm
sound,
agreeing with you.
You just wanted to sound all fancy.
So I'm agreeing with you. Chad, this motherfucker has been on one recently. Anyways, time to get a clip in real quick.
This guy.
That shit had me dying, bro. I heard this shit earlier from fucking.
This
What
guy
about?
has shades on inside.
We're in a garage, bro, with the door open.
We're inside.
Anyways, let's get a clip real quick, bro. No, I actually got a couple things I want to talk about.
Okay.
But this shit just has me fucking dying because I wanted to ask this shit earlier. Okay, so I'm not saying if you would fuck a guy, right? Now, this sounds crazy as hell, right? But let's say, right,
Yo.
you go back in time and you're 20 years old, right?
Okay.
So let's say you go back 2 years. Let's say that you're discovering yourself, right, and your sexuality, right? And you fuck a guy.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that you're gay and shit like that, right? But I'm saying that you fucked a guy, right? No, I'm serious. I'm
No,
serious.
I'm listening.
Okay, let's imagine like this, right? You're 20 years old, you're in college, right? And you hook up with 29 girls and one guy, right?
Okay.
Are you gonna tell me that you fucked that one guy?
2 years ago? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, you would tell me.
Dude, I've told you a lot of things.
So that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
no, I've told you. Dude,
Bro.
Anybody that knows me, they know like I be saying like off the wall shit. Like I've said some pretty fucking crazy things to my homies. And it's like so truthful. Like, hey man, you ever just like sometimes I just want to like. John probably thought of 3 things I just said as I said that sentence. I definitely would have told you.
Yeah, all
I
right,
probably
cool.
would have told you how it happened. Like,
You would go into detail with that
yeah,
shit.
'cause
Okay,
I just really don't. I don't give a fuck. Especially back then, I really did not fucking care.
okay, good, bro. Because I was like, so I was listening to these guys talk about it, right? He was like, let's say you fuck a guy, right? And this is how they were saying. They're like, let's say you fuck a guy, right? I know you're not gay, but let's just say that you're like you're questioning and you want to explore yourself, right? He was like, and you do fuck a guy. Are you good? Am I a good enough friend for you to tell me, or are you just telling nobody? And the dude goes, I'm telling nobody. And I was like, damn, if that was me, again,
That shit kind of hurt my feelings.
I was like, if that was me, I would tell him. I would tell you. I would be like, I would dead ass describe that shit. I'm like, yeah, bro. So I need to talk to you real quick. So you know how I told you I fucked like 29 girls?
There was that one seedling in
There was a guy last week, right?
You know how I had all that cake? One of them bitches had a candle.
That No, but okay. Fuck yeah, dude.
No, I tell. Dude,
Because I feel like people would say no, but I'm like, damn, for real? I feel like if you're exploring yourself and your sexuality, you would want to fucking tell somebody. Because I would be so excited to say that shit.
I might be gay.
Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
He's way too enthusiastic about telling someone.
Damn, bro.
Now, like, if we went out, bro, and I just saw this clip. Let me see. Just saw this clip. Low key, if this is you, I would not judge you at all. Because everybody that was on his stream was like, dude, they're like, you're tripping. Oh, okay. So for context, it's a black streamer. I don't know his name. I literally only saw them for like 1 month. And he went on a date with this girl and they were kissing. She was like, oh, I'm trans. So in the next stream, I guess he went like to this house party or whatever. And they're like, bro, you're tripping. You kissed a trans. They're like, you can never go back. Like, they were hella hyping it up. In my eyes, I'm like, it's just whatever.
You know, the thing is, all right, if the ball's already rolling, you might as well push it. Come on, bro. Tell me I'm not spitting right there.
No, that was heat. That was a bar.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I don't know.
Hey, I better getting good at that shit, huh?
No, low key, like
For what the horse considers
just
business, the monkey considers play. Wait, no, I said that wrong. For what the horse considers play, the monkey considers business.
I don't get that one at
Horseplay, monkey business. This motherfucker, you didn't know what that meant?
Oh my god, shut the fuck.
I said that shit in the car the other day. He didn't react, and I was like,
Oh, did you say that in the car?
I said that in the car
Dude,
the other
I
day.
didn't even hear that shit.
Oh, we were with Juan. I don't think you heard me.
I think dude, there's too much going on. But no, like, I've always told people, like, even because like, you know how I be saying the shit I be saying? I feel like I'm only able to say that because I'm comfortable with my sexuality.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the people that are like or like whatever. I feel like they're not comfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get my rocks off to anything. I don't give a fuck.
They're afraid of homes. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, homophobic.
Yeah.
Homophobia. I mean, shit. After the market crash of 2008, man, I might be homophobic too. Is that how that works?
Somebody's gonna use that bite watching the future and be like, "See, I told you guys."
Look at ass. No, but dead ass. Like, fucking. I just find that so weird. Like, I find it weird when it's like the homophobic guys and like they're secretly DO. Like, there's no way you could be like that mad.
There has to be a lot of them, dude. Has to be a lot of them.
I could think of 3 on my hand that we met in high school.
In high school?
Yeah. There's.
Oh, you want to name them? I'll bleep them out.
Fuck.
Wow, that is so
want to hear
crazy.
a story about that guy, the Asian guy? There was one time, right? See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm comfortable with. Fuck, I don't even know if I should say this shit.
Let's not say it. Anyways, no, I understand what you mean though by saying that like we're comfortable, because I can go up to Gabe, right, and hug him and be like, this is my boy right here.
Oh, you know what? I never even thought. See, that's how comfortable. But I never even thought about that. I feel like, damn, that's kind of crazy.
That's how I see it with how I know I'm comfortable, because I'm like, I can go up to our gay homie, right, give him a hug and be like, this is my boy right here.
Yeah, like, and not make it weird.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be like, yo, watch your dick. Like, I feel like that makes it more weird than trying it to not to make.
I go out with Gabe and I'm like, damn, I really love this man.
No, yeah,
like he's such a fun person to be
with.
with.
Dude, I remember we tell this story all the time whenever like we're hanging out with him. Like, you remember that time he tried acting straight? Because when he first got hired, when he first got hired, like he has a gay. I wouldn't say like a gay voice, but he taught. It's like his mannerisms and shit.
Yeah.
So he would talk like I feel
he has
like
a gay aura.
Because I feel like it's derogatory to say he had a gay voice, but you know what I mean. Like he had like a feminine voice, high pitch or whatever. But when he first started working, he's very like stern. One word, monkey see, monkey do.
Literally the first day.
Yeah.
First day.
But like I'm watching him, so I was telling John and his cousin that got him hired. It's a girl. I'm like, hey, he's gay, huh? Cause I'm like, no, like no homo shit. Like as a guy, you could tell like when a dude is like overly like pretty, like handsome. Like he like took really like he had his eyebrows done and shit. Like you know what I mean? Like very very like polished.
Yeah.
So I'm like, not saying that cleanliness equals gayness, but I mean like he was like he looked.
No, there's the gay hygiene, like
There's
I don't
like
know. There's
good-
like a bar where the guys are at, right? That we go to a maximum, but like he was up here because one thing one of our other coworkers said that it looked like he had what is that shit, like some type of makeup on him though.
like a glow.
So yeah,
a
something
blush.
about that too. Because as far as like his hair was done. His
Yeah.
eyebrows were done. Like everything about him looked like he was clean,
Yeah,
right?
because even Sheila was like when he introduced himself to her, he was like, "Oh, he's gay."
Yeah.
But I saw him walking up the ramp, and this motherfucker had a little swing to his hips. Like you know what I mean? Like his shit, he had like a club walk.
That's hilarious.
So I go up to his cousin. I go up to SP. I'm like, "Hey, does he swing for the same team?" And then at first she got like defensive, like, "Why is that a problem?" I was like, "No, no, no. Like, you know, like I'm just saying, like he could be comfortable. Like he doesn't have to act a type of way like with us."
Yeah.
So then, like, you could just see him transition to him being more fully comfortable, and I
Well,
think
'cause-
that is beautiful.
Well, because after we found out, right? Because we found out that night. The next day he was working with us. I like talked to him and I was like, "Hey, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but are you gay?" And he goes, "Is it obvious?" And I was like, and I go, "No," but I was like, "I'm assuming right now." I was like, "But," and I was like, again, and I told him I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. I was like, "But you can be comfortable with us."
Yeah,
Because it was me and him at night. And I was like,
dude, there's some crazy.
I was like, you can be comfortable with us. Like, you don't have to act a certain type of way around us. You're okay. You know, like we don't care.
Yeah,
And literally that's when he started to like kind of like come out slowly but surely.
which was really cool to see because it's like it must really suck to be able to not like act like yourself,
especially in like in a new environment like that.
especially in an environment where you're supposed to be acting yourself because you're in the industry. You're
Yeah.
supposed to be outwardly. Because
Yeah.
now, like you know, when he touches a table, like he's very outgoing, very extroverted. I feel like when he was trying to be straight, he was very like standoffish and stern.
Yeah.
Because he didn't talk a lot that first shift.
No, he didn't. It was very like, okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
I
like
got you.
yes, yes, no, and that was it.
Yeah. Because I remember like I was trying to talk to him and just like ask how what like he used to work and shit like that, you know. And like he wasn't saying much.
Mhm.
And which is crazy because then I remember I had a conversation with him like I think it was like months later. And again, it was like, what did you used to work as, you know? And he's telling me, and like this time, this will give me a whole ass list of everything he did, you know. And I was like, damn, what the fuck,
Bro,
Like,
look, bro, low-key lived a life and shit.
yeah. And I was like, damn, bro, like holy shit, man. But yeah, I mean, like I said, that shit was one of the. I think of that shit as one of the funniest things. I'm like, damn, bro, like I was like, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable here.
Yeah.
Like a lot of us are friends here, so I was like, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. But
So-
again, because of him, I think is why I also like kind of reassure myself. I'm like, I don't make it weird around him, like,
Yeah, no.
because there's been plenty of times where me and Gabe have gone to the gym. What?
No, it just sounds like the beginning of like a porno the way you said that. So we went to the gym, we ended up in the sauna.
Oh, get your mind out the gutter, bruh.
So I just-
Anyways, but no, this man is very handsome though. This man is very handsome though.
That's another thing too. I feel like guys that can't be aware of like another dude looking good. I feel like that's weird.
Oh my goodness,
Like when
that's
guys
my
are,
pet peeve. You know that?
when guys are like, "Oh, that's gay." I'm like, "Bro, what?"
That's a pet
You know
peeve
what I
I
mean?
have, bro. I hate when dudes say that shit.
What?
Dog, I can't tell a dude looks fucking good.
You know what I mean? Like, not on no weird shit.
Cause I'm like,
I don't
what
even
if- 'cause
see
I-
like the fact that like people have to say that is crazy.
and my thing is like, what if another guy came up to you, right? And he told you, damn, bro, your fit's nice. Do I then have to tell you, oh, you're gay because you took that compliment from a guy?
type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds stupid as fuck.
It sounds so like
Backwards, bro. Like,
it sounds hella ass backwards.
yeah, dude.
Because like when we'll be out, like you could like him like that motherfucker.
He takes care of himself. He
like-
makes sure he looks
like
good.
oh that motherfucker got game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
type shit, bro. So
What do you say? He said, "Game recognized game," and you looking real unfamiliar right now. That shit.
that's
Bro,
fucking hilarious.
Bro, you know what was the weirdest compliment I got? You remember that tall black guy? Not Thomas, but the other dude. He looked Johnny. I remember I came in. You were there. Remember I came into the kitchen. He was like, "Damn, bro." He was like, "You look like one of those mean ass little pit bulls." And I was like, "Thank you, I guess." Like he was like, "No, no, like, cause you're buff." He was like, "But you small." I was like, "Thank you, bro." I don't really
That's
know
such
how
a
to
word.
react.
Yeah.
Because he's basically calling me strong. That's how like weird it was. I didn't know how to react. I just started laughing in the kitchen because like he calling me buff, but he just called me short and tiny. So because he was like, you know, those like American bullies, mind you, those dogs' legs are like this big, but their fucking arms are
Buff as fuck.
buff as shit.
That's hilarious, dude.
That was probably the funniest compliment I've ever got.
I low-key would take a compliment like that.
Do you think I have like a mean face when I'm resting?
Yes. Not as bad as mine.
Like a mean mug?
I think I have mine's worse.
I didn't even know I
but
had one.
yours a little bit, yeah.
For real? Okay.
Let me tell you though, right? Okay. Imagine this is like resting bitch face over here, right? And then just like an all right face. You're like right here.
In
You're
the
not
middle?
in the middle. No, you're on the side of the on the resting bitch face, but not next to or not in the middle though. You're leaning more towards this side.
More towards the bitch face.
Yeah.
Okay, because last night when I went out, I went to go drink with my sister, and then it was like all of her people, and then Anthony was there. And then Anthony was like, "Yeah, when you walked in, they were like, damn, it looks like he wants to fight somebody." But in my head, when I came in, I thought I was smiling because I was like, "Oh, look, I'm about to have fun. My sister's here, Anthony's here." But I'm like, "Damn, I thought I was smiling."
I think
But everybody said that about especially John. I heard John, like the host used to be like, "Hey, not even just the host, like the servers be like, "Hey, can you tell John we need this, this, and this?" He looks mad. I'm like, "No, he's good. Like we were just back there laughing." He's like, "He looks mean." I was like, "Well, in my head, well, you guys are kind of fucking annoying. But no, you could go back there and talk to him."
that I have always said that like I have a really bad resting bitch face. However, though,
But it's never like because you're mad.
I'm never mad like that.
But
If anything, like when I get mad, I get irritated, right? And like I won't show it. I guess it's in my tone.
my favorite, damn, I spilled chocolate. My favorite core memory, bro, is we're chilling. We're waiting for food to come out. There's like there's like 5 different tickets, but we need one item for each. And the line is in front of us. So pretending like we're sitting on the line. John's where I'm at and he's where I'm at. And the line's right here. And the chip machine is this way. And there's the entrance to the kitchen. You just see 4 servers come in, and John goes, "What? What do you guys need?" And he's like not looking at it. He's like, "What do you guys need?" And they're like whispering to me, like, "Can you I'm like, he's right fucking there." I'm like, just ask him. They're like, he looks mad. I'm like, yeah, because you guys are being fucking annoying. Like, we know the tickets are taking long. We can see the food.
We're the first ones looking at that shit taking long.
I'm like, we are watching the food being made right now. Like, I promise you, we know. That's like probably like one of my favorite memories, bro. Is people going like, "Can you tell him?" Like, bro, he's right fucking there, bro. Just tell him. Or I'd be doing the dishes because like I'm right behind. There's like a divider in the like kitchen where like I'm around the corner, so I'm like bussing the bus tubs and like, "Can you tell?" I'm like, Can you go? I'm literally cleaning dishes, and you're asking me. I'm like, he's right around the fucking corner. I could hear him talking. Like I could hear him asking for food in Spanish. Just go ask him your fucking self. That was probably like some of the funniest because I just sit there and chuckle. I'm like, bro, me and him were literally laughing 5 minutes ago, and people are scared to come in this fucking kitchen.
Yeah. Nah, the main problem is like I can laugh, right? But then it like takes half a second, dude, for my face just to go back to zero, dude.
He's like, yeah. Dude, that was funny as fuck.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. I'm like, fuck. They help though. Cause I'm like, damn, they would be annoying. But I do really have a really bad one because sometimes I be noticing that shit in the gym. You know what's funny, right? I think that my grin goes from my mouth Instead of my mouth going like this, right, it just goes straight across. But that's me grinning, like I'm happy right there. I'm like, nah, my face is just neutral now. I don't know, it's so fucking weird,
Me and
dude.
Benji were just talking about this. He was like, "Yeah, man, I was at the gym." He was like, "You know when you start zoning out? You ever zoned out at the gym
All
and
the
realized you
time,
were staring at somebody?"
all the time.
And I'm like, "Oh, dude, I look like a fucking creep." Because sometimes, like, like when I'm doing my like dumbbell sets in the mirror, I like kind of zone out, and I'm like, when I like go back to reality, I'm realize I'm staring at someone. I'm like, "Oh, that's fucking awkward."
I have to sit down, dude, because I had to sit
Yeah.
down and look down because I'm like, bro, one of these days, one time, I was like looking at this.
He took a big ass sigh.
So I went to the gym one time, right? And I was watching this kid do uh dumbbell bench press, right? And this kid looks super young. He looks like 16, right? But this fool was throwing up 80s. And
Oh, that's some good weight.
damn, this fool's doing some good ass weight right now. Because I was doing only like 90s, you know?
Mhm.
And so then I'm like staring at this kid. But I like noticed, I'm like, oh
I'm
my,
staring at this kid.
hard as fuck. And I was like, dude, I'm mean mugging this fool right now. And I was like, oh fuck, like I need to go up to him and be like, hey bro, good job right there. Cause I didn't want him to, I literally went up to him and I was like, dog, good shit right there. Like that was hella cool. Cause I didn't want to be like, yo, why is this fucking grown ass man staring at me, mean mugging me?
I would be like, "Damn, what the fuck?"
Yeah, I'm like, I did not want to be like a fucking dickhead, bro. So I catch myself.
There's been a couple of times at the gym. This is when I first like started working out by myself a lot, where I would notice like the high schoolers and they would be doing like, so like the big one I saw a lot was like either the dumbbell bench press, lat pulls, or tricep push downs, and like their form. And there was like so many times I'm like, damn, would I be an asshole if I'm like, hey, it would be better like for your muscles and for your recovery if you did it like this. And there was
No,
only one time where I went up because he was doing the triceps and he was literally going like this. So it was him. I remember them. It looked, the first guy that I talked to looked like Toby. The other guy was bald, which was weird because I'm like, a bald white kid at this age. I'm like, that's a kind of weird haircut. But anyway, maybe it wasn't a kid now that I think about it because he had like weird looking arms. Anyway, I go up. I'm like, hey, when you do your tricep push downs, it's better if you keep your elbows locked in place instead of swinging your whole arm because now you're using your forearms and your wrist. And that was like the only interaction where I talked to someone.
did he have a reaction though, like good or bad?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, thank you." At first, he was like, at first when I came up, he was like, "Oh, we only have like." He thought I was trying to kick him off the machine because that's back then when we were
when
like,
we're
you feel
actually
me?
fucking swole.
Yeah, so like he was like, "Oh no no," I'm like, "No no no," like I saw you doing your set. It would be better if you did it like this. And then he was like, "Oh, thank you, whatever, whatever." And I was like, "Drop it by like 10 pounds too," because I'm like, I could see your fucking the back of your heels lifting off the ground, trying to tippy toe it down.
I can imagine that.
So you know what I mean? Like you've seen that before. So I'm like, just drop it 10 pounds and keep your elbows locked because it looks like you're fucking
Swinging that shit.
what's it called? Skiing. It looked like
Oh,
he was
skiing.
skiing.
That's hilarious.
So I was like, yeah, just. But that's the only time I ever talked to somebody. Other than that, like I'd be too nervous.
I occasionally do like, I think the last time. The last time, again, most of the time is usually just like how many sets they have, right? Before that was either me jumping in with somebody to work out like on bench press,
Mhm.
or asking somebody to spot me. Like I remember one time, the only time I actually like really had a conversation with somebody besides just being like, "Hey, can you spot me?" or "Hey, how many sets you got?" was this Asian dude. Bro, this motherfucker was built and strong, dude. So he was about like 5'10", dude. So he was a couple inches shorter than me,
Man,
right?
that's a tall Asian.
Scrawny though, dude. I'm talking about super, super scrawny. Dude was next to me benching 260. He had two plates on each side plus a 25, whatever that is right there. Or 275. 275. He was benching 275, right? This was a time where I was benching 225 for like two or three, right? I asked this fool, I'm like, hey man, like, can you spot me real quick? I know you can help me with this shit. He was like, yeah, I got you, bro. Whatever. Do my shit. And then I did three, put it up there, and he goes, and we start talking. He's like, how old are you, man? I was like, oh, bro, I'm 21 right now, you know, whatever, whatever. We started talking for a bit, and I was like, damn, this is the first time I've ever had.
Like a conversation.
I've came to this gym for almost 5 years now, and this is the first conversation I've had in this bitch. And it was literally like, It was no more than like 2 minutes, and I was like, "Wow, that's something crazy right
It's
there."
low key weird to like think like there's no conversations being had. I mean, like obviously because everybody's there to work out, but I feel like it's so funny because you're surrounded by so much fucking people.
Oh yeah,
At least I don't know. Like you said, like we've been to that EOS for like the past 4 years. I don't think I've had a single conversation with anybody in there that wasn't you or Sheila.
yeah. Because I've been going there a couple more years than you because I signed up when my brother wanted to go.
Yeah, because I was an LVAC guy before.
Yeah, and I that's where I like started going for sure.
Bro,
For sure.
Loki converted me. Pause.
Hey, bro, I know we was talking about gay people earlier, but like,
Dude, that hot chocolate is fucking my.
I can imagine, bro.
Dude,
Fuck
I
that.
just felt like the craziest shift of gases in my stomach.
Oh hell no!
Dude, I'm about,
We're about to have a bathroom break right now, y'all.
no, I'm about to
That's
have a
crazy.
monster. Oh, so I recorded it, but I want to say it on the pod. I have a video idea that's gonna last through this entire year because John's doing the interview for the year. I got me and John a 30 pack of these notebooks. And I told him I want us to fill all 15 each of ours out for the whole year, and then we're gonna flip through them and see like where our heads were at. I think it'd be pretty banger
Hopefully, that means I'm gonna have to write them down twice because I got like 3 notebooks at home,
type shit.
and they all got different fucking functions. I
I
got a
know-
notebook just for stickers to get ideas from.
I have to copy from what I wrote down yesterday. Oh, I did come up with an idea for a hat, for a trucker hat.
Oh, her. All right,
I did come up with one.
We'll keep that in the vault.
That one's. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I want it to look like after this.
Yeah, because we can't have you fuckers taking our ideas right now.
Yeah.
We need to keep that shit for
Dude,
ourselves.
could you? Dude, that would break my heart.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. This is a funny question. Would you be more upset if somebody stole your idea, right, and it flopped? Or would you be more mad if they stole the idea and it got super successful?
It got super successful.
I would feel so much worse if they flopped.
Why?
Because then that would mean like,
It was a
damn,
bad idea?
it was a bad idea.
No, I'd be happy because it was like, oh fuck, that's not attached to my name. No, that shit would. Fuck, that would kind of hurt.
Bro, because I'm like, imagine we come up with an idea, right? Kai Cenat makes that shit part of his clothing brand, right? And that shit flops so
Oh,
bad.
okay.
I would be so upset.
Let me reiterate the question. Would you be more upset if it was a banger idea and it flopped, or if it was like a shitty idea and it made us famous?
Probably the shitty. Wait, what would be what?
What would you be more upset about?
Oh, if it was a banger idea and it flops, because I've had that multiple times happen with me
Were you like
with
thought it
video
was
ideas.
really good? Yeah.
Yeah, with like old TikToks, right? If you go back through them, in the future, I'm going back to streaming. I don't give a fuck, or YouTube or whatever, right? But there's been plenty of times where I've had like some banger ideas, like for TikToks and shit like that, right? Flop like a motherfucker, dude.
Oh, shit.
One of my most viewed Minecraft videos, right? The most random fucking thing I ever did. Shit got 10K views after like a year. And I was like, that was just a thing
Like
I
a
just
throwaway?
put I put it together. It was a filler episode. So I was like, but I would be more upset because it's like, damn, bro.
I spent time. And
I
shit on
spent
it.
hella time and this shit got 10 views.
Well, I see that. I see that a lot on TikTok where it's like the video I put the least amount of time into is the one that blew
Yeah,
up,
the one that blew
which
up.
is so fucking weird.
Which I think that's more the
I think it's because it's a raw idea.
and more authentic.
Mm,
You know, because
yeah.
I feel like this shit's starting to become a thing, right? Where like a lot more people, especially on YouTube, as much as it like sucks to be having long form content right now, a lot of people like authentic, like relatable type shit. Like
I think that's why what's his name blew up for a while. Sam.
Sam Sulik?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because his editing
yeah.
style was no edits.
Or it was very just raw edits. It was literally just like
I might have to take it back.
we'll do that in a bit then. But his shit was very like, all right, guys, we're gonna go to the grocery store. Cut.
Type shit.
And that was it.
Yeah, like I was watching the clip. It was like, dude, it was him driving for like 20 minutes. I was like, dude, this is like lucky peaceful.
Yeah, and he'll literally be like, all right, guys, so I'll see you guys in the gym. He'll reach over, turn off the camera, and then turn it back on when he's inside.
My favorite clip of him, it's like where it's like fuck till failure, and like he's doing squats. He's like fuck, and he just stands up. I was like, damn. Like,
I would be stuck down there.
like fuck, dude. There was one time when I can't squat for shit on the barbell, and there was one time I wasn't even doing that much. I think I was doing like 35s, and I almost fell. Remember? Like I started stumbling forward when I went down, and when I went to go back up, I put too much. My feet went like this. I went off my heels.
Damn, I do not remember that.
Oh, maybe
shit.
that was with Sheila.
Maybe because I
No,
don't
that
remember.
shit was very humbling.
Because I don't remember only taking you to squat with me once.
And we were doing 5 for 5s.
Yeah, so it wasn't
5
terrible.
for 5. My fat ass. I'm looking at the Wendy's thing. 5 by 5.
5 by
I said
5.
5 for 5s.
5 for 5s, you're stupid.
Because I was looking at the Wendy's.
I was like, wait, no, that sounds about right. No, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, why that. Again, yeah, it might be just relatability. Like, people want to relate to something.
Well, I told you, people like to feel like they're part of something.
Yeah.
So like when people have that like feeling of like, that's me, people eat that shit up.
That's why I like talking about my own current situations sometimes, because
I don't think there's any Filipino that could relate.
I feel like there's a couple.
I think.
What do you think makes you stand out?
Me? I think everything.
Like,
I've always felt like a sore thumb.
like
Is that what it's called?
a sore thumb?
What's it called? Like when you stick out, like a thumb or like a, right? You
Sore
stick out like
thumb?
a sore thumb.
I think that's the same.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I don't think that. I don't think. Oh, it doesn't sound bad. You're a unique Filipino, but I think the general idea of you is not unique. Like, what are you saying that makes you think that you're different from like?
Oh no, I'm saying I feel like I always stuck out as a sore thumb because I'm Filipino. Because of because we're like,
yes,
because I don't have any Asian friends, and I could count on my hands how many other Asian people I've met.
okay. When you say it like this, yes.
Yeah.
But if you're saying among your Filipino brethren,
Oh, we're talking about like
fuck no.
in like the world.
No, I'm
Oh.
talking. Let's talk about just like let's say West Coast. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about just
If you're talking about you within like
Yeah.
no, yes, absolutely, you're a fucking like you're a sore thumb, like yeah. But if you're talking about like Filipinos in general, I'm like
no.
No,
There's
there's
like there's probably like 30 of me by the beach right now in the bay. Definitely.
that have a
The
lot
only
of
difference is they could dance and I can't.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like this close to being like a Bay Area like Asian. If I was born like 300 miles that way,
Head ass, this motherfucker.
I'd be a Bay Area. I'd be a Asian. You know what's crazy? I wonder if I would still speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you probably would.
Because if I was in the Bay, I'd be surrounded by more Asians. I only speak Spanish because I was surrounded by more Mexicans.
But why did you speak Spanish though? Why did you start speaking Spanish?
Because you know what? That's a good point.
See what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because you like Latinas, and I feel like that would never change. that.
But if I was surrounded by more ABGs growing up, would my taste have been different? You know what I mean?
Okay, another question. I'm gonna answer your question with the question. Were you attracted to Latinas because that was the only thing around you? Or were you attracted to Latinas because you only like Latinas?
You know what? It's mostly the first one because I can't think of one.
Yeah, you would have been a Bay Asian.
I remember. Oh, it's the one I'm talking to right now. That was the first Latina. I was like,
Yeah, you would
That's
be a
my
Bay
type.
Asian.
dude. I feel
Yeah,
like
you're a product of your environment.
tight shit.
I was trying to see if whether or not you were unique or not, but I guess not.
Damn, fuck you, bro. I feel like I'm unique in the sense of like. So like in our culture, right? There's like. I just saw a video about this. It was like there's like 3 archetypes. It's like you're like Kurt. You're the one that came here from the Philippines. You're the one that was born here and you don't speak your language, but you're like surrounded by Filipinos. Or you're like the there was the third one where that one's me. It's like where you're Filipino but you're more Mexican.
Oh, you're.
I'm in that category.
Yeah,
I'm in that
absolutely,
category.
absolutely.
It's
You're the face and fucking like poster boy of that shit.
bro, it's so funny because I even caught myself last night, like, because I was drunk, like with my sister. Dude, I was so fucked up because I was drinking and smoking at that car shoot, and then I fucking came home. She was like, "Come out," went out, and then I'm like taking double shots back to back, and then I'm smoking again, and I'm like talking to Alberto, the bartender that my sister works with. I'm trying to talk to him in Spanish. He doesn't speak Spanish, but he's Mexican. But he knows all the Islander music that was playing. So I'm like, damn, that's like me
Yeah,
right there.
that's.
I'm like, that's
that's
pretty
a
funny.
mirror looking back
Yeah.
at you.
I was like, that's weird. I always wonder, like, you know what's funny? I was on Omegle with Alina, and I put it to Mexico to practice my Spanish for like 20 minutes.
You're funny. That's
Dude,
actually
I
a
was
good
lucky
idea.
cooking on that shit.
That's a good idea, actually.
I low-key was hella cooking on that shit. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
Not gonna
that's funny
lie.
as
I was
fuck.
hella cooking.
I feel like I'm not a unique Mexican right now.
Right now?
Right now, yeah.
That's a key word right now. What do you think is gonna change that's gonna make you
The succession.
You know what?
Because I feel like as Mexicans, right, a lot of us have the same type of mindset early on, right? And I feel like what makes us unique is the ultimate succession at the end, like because I feel like every young Mexican, right, in the beginning of their years, like young age, right, they want to do something right, either for their parents or for their kids in the future to make sure like their parents' sacrifice was worth it, right?
Type shit.
So that's just like broad among a lot of Latinos and Latinas. And I feel like, and I'm gonna say it like this, not in a bad way, but I think among the girls, it's getting some type of master's degree or doctorate, right?
Mhm.
Because to them, right, that is unique. Like that's very rare nowadays, you know. So I think when somebody has when a female Latina has like you know that high of a fucking education degree, like okay, you are unique now, and it gets even more unique the farther you go into that. Like okay, now what's your profession? What are you doing beyond that, right? Now for the guys, I feel like when the guys become unique is once they start to have some type of succession, and then after that as well. Because I feel like everything in the front right now, like I feel like we can go into any other fucking Mexican like area, right? And we ask them like, hey, what's like your biggest dream right now, right? And everybody would at some point would be like, oh, I just want to have XYZ to make sure my family and my parents are good and my future family. Like we all have that same type of level of
Yeah.
mindset right now, but we start getting unique once we actually succeed in whatever we're going for.
Mhm.
Because then you're gonna have people who are like, oh, I just want to be in a good construction job, or I want to be the boss, the foreman of the construction job, or I want to be a boxer or some shit like that. Very general ass shit. But like that's where they start to become unique. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I think it's the very beginning is where they become like
I feel like the way
one.
that we're gonna succeed is gonna be because we're not in school. We didn't go to college, or I tried and I dropped out. But I mean, like every Asian that I know is either a student or they're already like doing their practicing shit.
Yeah, I guess you can say that for me too, because it's like usually a lot of like
Because what's your version?
just
Like,
like very good
like construction?
blue collar,
Yeah, blue collar.
or even
That's
like
what I meant to
or
say. That
even
sounded
like
so racist.
or
when I-
even
that's
like
why I
the
said
other
it.
side of like very good office jobs in like corporate and shit like that. Which both of those two are like I feel like it's more the Latinas that go into like the corporate like jobs, right?
Like pink collar jobs.
Pink collar jobs, right? And then the guys go into more blue collar jobs, which they find succession out of it, right? But for me, I'm like, I don't want to do either one.
If we can make it off the freelance shit, dude, I literally was like, so you know how I was like so fucked up last night? I thought I literally was like in a different realm of like thought processing, and I was like thinking, I'm like, what the fuck can we do as freelancers that'll set us apart? And that shit was so hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm like, because every time I've been watching a lot of video shoots lately, and I'm like, fuck, how do they even think about doing that shot?
You know what it is? Good artists um get inspired by others' work. Great artists steal others' work. You have never heard that one before?
No,
Yeah, bro.
I think
You ever seen the
I think we you know what you
the
do?
Supreme Lookbook?
No.
They have a book where they basically explain that shit where it's like they show a page, right, of the item that they first saw and then an item of what they're selling. And it's basically like a one for one, but obviously just supremified, right? And it's basically that was the caption like good artists get inspired by others, great artists steal. Because it's like this is another thing, right? What's the best way to make money, right? Copy the successful businesses, right? And what are some of those, right? Like fucking like a damn, I can't even think of that shit right now. But
Psycho?
huh?
Psycho?
No. I mean like have you ever heard of boring businesses and shit like that?
Oh yeah.
Like shit that needs to be
There.
there, a necessities, and that make money. Like that's the same thing of like if you know it already works, then you steal the idea. But if you want to be good, then you would just get inspired by the idea. You know what I'm saying? Type shit like that. But yeah, like I already lost the train of thought on that shit. No, but yeah, no, it is literally like that. Like you would have to like you can get inspired obviously by certain things, right, and make it your own. But at some point, you do have to steal ideas.
No, for
because you're
sure.
like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what?
Not everything can be new.
Yeah, and this is gonna be a great question I wanted to ask you the other day. Do you think that any thought that you try and think right now, right,
Someone had already.
had already?
Oh,
ex-
100%.
Like, do you think you can make a new thought in your head right now?
I could definitely say a sentence that's never been said before.
Like,
I don't know if I could say it on camera.
but are you sure it's never been said?
I am
though?
100%. I can mute the mic right now and tell you.
Anyway, I think listen, with all the shit that like the amount of people I was low-key thinking about, I was like, there's so many people. At some point, an Indian man probably said that shit.
There's no fucking way.
I'm so serious, bro.
Fuck no.
I was
I'm
like,
definitely the first.
I was like, there has to be so many things that have been thought about throughout the ages.
See, so to piggyback off of that, you like that segment?
Somebody said that before.
This guy.
To piggyback off of you.
I saw this thing. It was like there's probably been some. This guy was talking about there was like the amount of million
Oh, $1 million ideas.
ideas that have been thought that like can be, but never were worked out to. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
never worked on it. So I'm like, one of these bitches gonna hit. But that's why I was so high thinking in my bed. I'm like, bro, I'm like, we're just one thought process away of like doing something that's different that's gonna catch on. Because it was like it's cringe. What was that? What's that shit people say? It's cringy until it works out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So I'm
cringe.
like,
That's what I did. I remember I told one of my coworkers, I was like, listen, if you really want to make some money, right, you got to do the boring stuff. Like, somebody has to take out the trash. Somebody has to clean out the sewers, right? That shit's guaranteed money. But it's like the question of, do you want to do that boring shit? And a lot of people say no.
yeah, like
And that's kind of why they, like, don't, I don't want to say fail, but, like, that's kind of why, like, they don't really,
they're complacent.
yeah.
Like if someone offered me $60 an hour to shovel shit, I'd do that shit.
I'll do that shit.
I'd do that shit in a heartbeat.
Because I'm like, $6 a fuck ton.
$60 an hour just to
That is
shovel
a-
shit. Just to shovel shit.
Like, yeah.
What is that yearly? Annually?
Bro, that's got to be in, like, the 90s.
No fucking.
Is it? I don't even know that shit.
That's way more. That's hitting six figures.
60 or 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
60.
And then you know us, we be doing OT and we don't take times off. Well, maybe just for EDC. That's about it.
124,000.
Yeah. Minus taxes. That's still
100?
six figures.
100.
Dude, that's easy.
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
a lot.
Dude, you damn near do that shit for free whenever you wipe your ass. You're touching shit for free.
Or
I'd rather touch shit for money.
or if you're like in like the like north, right, and it snows all the time, the only difference is the smell.
No,
You're already like shoveling fucking snow out the way. Imagine just doing that shit 8 hours and that's it.
well, this is one thing I wanted to talk
Here
about.
in Vegas though, the smell would marinate in the summer.
Oh no, that shit's gonna be sun dried. No, but like in the East Coast right now, they have that like emergency snowstorm or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So the guy was like, if you want a job, you could sign up and help shovel the snow. I guarantee nobody signed up for that shit because they're lazy.
Oh
Guaranteed.
yeah.
But then again,
People want to be comfortable.
who are we? I think I was talking about it with you, but a lot of people want to be their own boss, but don't know how to be a worker.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We were talking to somebody, but you mentioned that.
Because I think it's so. Oh, it's because we were talking about the industry. A lot of people like chase your dreams and whatever, but for the people that are like, oh, I want to be my own boss, and like, oh, here's the biggest pet peeve I've always had as a kid, where it's like, they're grooming us by making us follow directions, and I'm like, I feel like that's a pretty adult thing to do, is to be able to follow fucking directions.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna like navigate through life without that? Like, that shit's so fucking stupid. To say that like school doesn't teach you shit because they're teaching you how to follow. I feel like that's such a mundane fucking thing. If you can't follow directions, you're not gonna fucking go anywhere. Everybody has to answer to somebody. Even if your own boss, like this LLC, let's say we live off this shit, we have to answer to the fucking IRS.
Yeah,
Like,
we still have to
there-
follow laws.
There's no way you're gonna be at the top. Even the people on the Epstein Islands and shit, they're answering to somebody. I don't know.
You're not wrong.
No, like it's just crazy that like people think like I can't fathom that shit
Yeah,
personally. I don't know.
it's a delusion.
Like you're gonna tell me you're gonna start your own business, but you don't know how to work a 9 to 5. How fucking much sense does that? Like you want to be your own boss, but you're complaining about doing. You're gonna ask people to do shit that you don't want to do. I feel like that's so aspect. Because like if we start to like hire people, whatever, there's literally nothing that we're gonna be asking that we haven't already done in the process of building it.
Yeah.
And that I think that's a fucking like even like you know how I told you been watching like the Diamond District, like that motherfucker really be hustling.
Oh, everybody.
So I'm like
Yeah.
they really be hustling.
Every day.
Like if I was a worker there, I would be scared to take a break because I'm like, bro, this guy is fucking
That's my job.
yeah. Like
That's my job gone.
what?
Like, oh, if I'm not near like what he wants me to be, like that's it. I'm done.
Oh no, yeah,
You know, like I'm getting fired type
yeah.
shit.
I fuck like I would be lost my train of thought. But yeah, a lot of people don't know how to work. A lot of people don't know how to work, but they want to be their own boss, which doesn't make any fucking sense.
But I will say though, our generation though, we're just not getting paid enough.
I think our generation is also the worst too. They complain a lot. I feel like
But
I feel like our generation complains a lot.
we complain a lot, but there's a reason behind it though. Like, I feel like because would you want to work the same hours we worked, but like without tips?
I wouldn't. Just work in the industry.
But not everybody has the same things like we do though.
I didn't have anything. Or what do you
No,
mean?
I'm talking about like job opportunity. Like not everybody has the fucking downtown and strip like that where they can make money like that.
Okay, so like, what about the Amazon job where you're getting paid like $20, $18 an hour?
Yeah, right. But let's say they can't work. They don't work that.
No, no,
And
no.
they just work fucking minimum wage, right?
So like my example, right? The people like the whole Amazon shit. I think that shit is so stupid. You're complaining about having to stand and listen to music for 10 hours. I feel like that's fucking stupid. I feel like that's so fucking stupid.
All right, but then do they have a reason to complain if they work at like a minimum wage job,
What do you mean?
right?
What's the minimum now? $11, 50
Well,
cents.
for us it's 12.
That's just 12.
For every other place, I don't know. Less.
I think every other place is higher. Like
No.
Cali's is high.
Well, Cali, but there's some places on the east where it's still 725.
Look that up.
I'm serious.
We gotta fact check that. And then you also have to take account that area's cost of living. Like so, like while he's
The lowest federal minimum wage in the U.S. is 725 per hour, a rate that has been in place since 2009.
and where's that at?
Okay, so some of these are kind of weird because I know these are. So while some states laws list rates as low as 5.15, Georgia and Wyoming, or $2, Oklahoma. So those are from like service workers. Those are gonna be service workers. But let me see. I don't know if it's in a set. Oh, here we go. Oh, states using the federal rate, which is going to be the 725. Many states, including Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, North Carolina, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, Wisconsin, use the 725 minimum wage. And then here we go into the fucking $2 one. Note on tipped employees. The minimum wage for tipped employees can be low as $2.13 an hour. That's the lowest, but that's not the minimum wage
Yeah.
bullshit. But
Which a lot of people don't know that it could get lower than for the industry. It could get to 240. No, but like our generation fucking complain.
oh no, but my question was, do they have a reason to complain if they work jobs at that 725?
You got to give me a scenario though.
So like, let's say you're in let's say Texas, right? They say Texas is a pretty not super expensive place to live in, right?
Mhm.
Do you think there's reason for our generation to complain at a place that they make 725 an hour?
No, you got to give me like a full scenario, like the job, what they're doing, and why they're complaining.
Let's say they work at like well, let's go like mine. Let's say they work in Burlington, right?
Mhm.
So they unload boxes and shit like that, and then
Mhm.
they take them out to the sales floor and then help customers with all
Mhm.
that shit. They restock.
Mhm.
Do you think they have reason to complain about the 725
How are they complaining though?
Basically saying they're not getting paid enough for the amount of hours they're working.
How much hours are they working?
They're working the 8 hours, 5 days a week.
How tired are they?
Let's say their rent is 1,100, so they have to get a second job to be able to afford an apartment.
Why the fuck are they living in a place that costs 1,100 off of $7?
I don't know. Let's just say that.
How
All
old
right,
are they?
24.
You're making bad fucking life decisions. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, where do they go from there? No school, no education, or
That-
no school, no college.
That's when you fucking take out. That's when you fucking use that debt. You better take your ass to
He
fucking.
said, "Take that shit to the casino."
No, I swear, no, dead ass. Like, bro, if I'm 20 fucking 4 and I decided to live alone off a job that's making me $7 an hour, I feel like it would be fucking smarter to take out a big ass loan and go to a college and live in a dorm. That doesn't make any. Right now, we are 20. What? Oh,
I got so scared. I thought that shit was about to open on me.
what? Fucking at our prime time of making money, we're making like almost $30 an hour at 19 to 20. No, at 18 to 20. And not once was I like, I think I should move out right now. So if I'm 24 making a lot of the things that, in my opinion, a lot of the things that people are complaining about, it's because it's the decisions that they made and why they're fucking there. Like when people are complaining, like, oh, wait, hold on. Let me think about what I'm going to say before I say it. Because I feel like I'm about to open up like a can of worms.
Also, by the way, I'm not trying to go against Shiloh. I just want to hear his logic behind all this stuff and giving him scenarios because I want to see how this goes.
So like the main thing that like bothers me is like the Amazon people, like, oh, we're working too long. They won't let us wear headphones in. Da 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 da. I'm like, the fact that you were complaining that a job won't let you wear AirPods while you're working is fucking crazy. Like, I get it. Like, you're not going to bother anybody and it makes your time go by faster. But at the end of the day, you're working for a company that you signed up for. You knew what the pay was. You knew what the hours was. You knew what the conditions were. Why waste your fucking breath complaining and why not just work? You know what I mean? Like when I was going through shit, I was of course I was upset and I was complaining, but at the same time I'm doing something about it. I was applying to fucking jobs. That shit was hard. The job market sucked. Still sucks. I only got the new job because of Sheila, but I never was like da 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 da. Everything I did was because of the decisions I made. No one told me to go fucking move over there. No one told me to take care of everything. I expected that upon myself. I feel like I feel like our generation complains so fucking much. How many times have we trained people around our age and they never lasted because they're complaining about everything?
A lot.
How many training people have we trained that are older than us that come from other jobs are complaining about not having holidays off? People complain a lot. I don't know. That's like my work ethic, I think. I hate that complaining shit.
They bred this fool to be a worker, not a thinker.
No, I'm thinking
He-
people are fucking complaining. That's what I'm fucking thinking.
That's funny as fuck.
Not for real though. Like, I don't know. Like, okay,
I will say this though. I do think our generation was definitely born into a fucking an economy that's not meant to be livable.
oh, let me do say that. I do think this economy fucking sucks. Everything is so expensive.
I think we said it one time. I think we're technically considered like a sacrifice generation.
We're in a recession right now.
Yeah, like our generation is low key supposed to be the ones that are sacrificed.
Figuratively is what we're
Yeah, to like
making it sound like we're part of the Epstein.
that sounds so bad. Yeah, I'm trying to say it. Basically, we're like we're here, right? And we're taking the hit.
fall.
We're taking the fall. We're taking the hit for all of this shit, so that hopefully Gen Alpha, the ones after Gen Z, which we are, have it either a little bit easier or better, however you want to say it, and then fucking betas, have it like people had it before 2008 crisis, like where it wasn't bad, but it was livable. So again, I'm not trying to disagree with Shiloh. There's a lot of people that complain about a lot of shit, but I also think there's within reason people like us, right, that actually are doing the work and like actually are trying to do better for ourselves. Yet we're still not at the best we can because of the economy. I'm like, that is the shit that like is what sucks for us.
Not saying that you can't complain. Like, there's definitely things wrong, but I feel like if you were if you were over the age of 25 and you're mad that you're working at McDonald's, something that you did set you on that fucking path. There's no way. There's no way that you were born to be at that fucking McDonald's.
Yeah.
There was definitely decisions that were made, and I think that's what I'm basically trying to say. A lot of people in our generation lack accountability. I think that's what
Oh, like a motherfucker.
I think
dude.
that's what I'm trying to say.
like a motherfucker, dude.
Like, bro.
Oh my goodness. You know what I was Oh, I did write it down. So you know how I told you about like, is there an idea you haven't came up with before that people have thought about, right?
Mhm.
Or some shit. The reason I said that was because I saw this TikTok, right? This dude that basically said, why isn't there a buffet for people to come in there with Tupperware and they can take meal prep home, right? But then people in the comments are like, yeah, it's called a dream diner. They give you to go like plates so you can take some of the food home from the buffet as meal prep for home. And I was like, I've never heard of that shit in my life. But the fact that I looked at this dude's TikTok and I was like, that's such a like I was like, that's such a like good idea, bad business decision. But I'm like, that's such a good idea. And the fact that it's an actual thing is fucking wild.
I like seeing those, but it's where it's like, yeah, it's called a microwave.
Oh
Where's-
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because there's some things where I'm like, damn, low key, they got a point. But then when people in the comments like say what it is, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm stupid too.
Like I saw something. It was like for clothes. It was like the way to hang clothes. It was like, imagine buying this, but then you have to iron the fuck out your shirt because you folded it 50 million times. And I'm like, Loki, that shit did look like a good idea before that guy pointed it out.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude.
Like, if I was on Shark Tank, I'd be investing into some stupid shit.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Like, there was the one where it was like, it was on TikTok where it's like, I've seen this a million times. This is a scam. This is called a placebo. And he was like, how much is your sales? And he was like, all shy to share it. He was like, what's the actual science behind your product? He was like, you're a fucking scammer. And nobody invested in that guy. Me? If they didn't say that shit, he would have got me for that 20%. I ain't gonna lie.
That's funny.
He would have got me for that $500,000. I would have invested in that shit, my dumb ass.
That's kind of funny, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna do another clip real quick. So I didn't even know this shit, right?
That espresso's waking me up.
Oh, good. Now, we're gonna do another. Well, we're gonna clip this real quick, but random ass topic. I didn't know that vegans had a guideline to what food is vegan.
Huh?
So I didn't know this shit, right?
What do you mean?
So our kitchen manager, right? Yesterday, I forgot what the scenario came up with, but essentially, he was like, "Oh yeah, vegans can now have eggs," and I was like, "What do you mean can now have eggs?" I thought when you're vegan, you just kind of like like a general idea of like what you shouldn't eat,
Yeah.
right? Or like an idea. And he was like, "No, I guess they released that vegans can now eat eggs." So I was like, "You mean like they got like a DLC?" He was like, "Yeah, they have guidelines." And I was like,
What? Yo, I
"What?"
gotta look this
So
up.
he was like, because you know how his sister is vegan, right? He goes, "Yeah, she sent me a thing saying that vegans can have eggs now because they're not fertilized yet, you know? Because it's before that, because they're just like, you know what I'm saying?"
What the fuck?
So I was like, wait. I was like, I was genuinely like confused. I was like, so you mean like vegans have to follow a specific guidelines as to what they can eat and not eat? And he goes, yeah. And they updated it saying that eggs are now part of that list now. And I was like, what the fuck?
Man, if you don't just fucking eat animal products,
I was
that shit
like-
sounds so stupid.
Okay, to me, right? Vegetarians make a lot of sense. Vegans do not. Because if you're telling me you can eat an animal byproduct, but just not the animal, I'm like, okay,
So you like to profit off them, is what I'm hearing.
what?
Vegans.
I personally don't.
Like, you care about the animal, right?
Oh,
But you're able to eat the shit they make. That doesn't make sense.
oh, for vegetarians?
No, for vegans.
What do you mean?
Because that means like, okay, I don't support that corporation because of what they do, but I buy their products, kind of thing. Like, oh,
You're losing me.
because vegans, what? They don't eat animals and shit, right?
Or animal byproducts.
What? Okay, but with the egg thing now.
Oh, with the egg thing now.
okay,
yeah.
so now they're eating the byproduct
Uh-huh, yeah.
because they want to save. So it's like,
Oh, so you're a fake vegan then.
yeah,
You're
so,
a vegetarian.
yeah, because it's like, okay, I don't support Coca-Cola because of the company, but I'm buying their products. I just don't like the company.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. That shit doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that shit, dude. That shit had me like, I was like, damn, they get DLCs or some shit like that.
Imagine having the government regulate your diet.
That
Fucking
shit.
loser. I'm just kidding.
No, that's kind of crazy.
No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
but I was like genuinely confused because I was like, because you know how like obviously we have like breakfast at the spot, right?
Mhm.
One of the biggest things I was talked about was the Serrano aioli we have,
Yeah.
which
'Cause
Serrano
there's egg in
aioli,
it.
huh?
Because there's egg in it.
Yeah, because there's egg in it because it's made from mayo, right? And I was like, wait, is this? And this is a debate I had with him. I was like, wait, does it mean it's not vegan? It's just vegetarian? He goes, yeah. I was like, oh, I did not know that. I never thought about it like that. Because I had a talk with somebody and we were arguing and I was like, mayo is not vegan because it's made with egg.
Yeah.
And the person was trying to tell me, no, it's not. It's vegan. And I was like, it's made with mayonnaise. What's fucking mayonnaise made with?
It's just egg and fucking
Egg and oil and some other shit. You know? And I was like your thought right now is not making sense. But then I was like, I had to go and talk to our kitchen man. I was like, nah, because I'm not fucking stupid and I'm not about to be acting like this shit, bro. I had to go make sure I was right, dude.
Eh,
But
yo, for the people that have fake gluten allergy, people that have fake allergies, they're so fucking stupid. Just be a fucking grown up and say you don't like it.
right, if you don't like onion, just say that shit.
Like that shit is so fucking childish.
How do you not like onion?
It's different. Like for the people that have celiac, okay, I get it, because that shit's real. But for the people, like, did you hear about Sam's Table that said they weren't gluten free anymore? Like, get the fuck out of here with that gluten allergy. I guarantee the amount of times, fuck, this is about to sound so bad. The amount of times we've served accidental allergies to people that are gluten
I-
and shit.
I wouldn't say that. I feel like that sounds very
that bad?
lawsuit.
Nah,
You may get lawsuits for
I
that.
take that back. That was I'm joking.
You know, one thing I will say though, one thing
Oh wait,
okay.
no. What I was about to say, no. Like you ever like tell a table it has that, and they're like, "Oh no, I can have a little bit of it."
Oh hell yeah!
Or like the people that are like, "I'm allergic to onions." Oh no, I just can't have it raw. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, there's no difference between raw and the cooked ones in terms of allergies. That should be killing me.
That
dude.
shit is stupid. What did the fucking heat kill the allergens that were gonna
Yeah,
kill you?
some shit like that.
Like there was
fucking
germs in the
stupid
fucking.
ass. Nah, honestly, the ones that I respect a lot are when they tell me like, I just don't want to have jalapeno,
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, are you allergic or like what's up? And they're go, no, I just don't like jalapeno. And I tell them like, what about pico? They're like, that's fine. That's just very chopped. I'm like, well, you know what? At least you're gonna fucking eat that shit and not make it a problem. Because there's some people that be like, oh, it's got jalapenos in it. No, I don't want that shit.
Because to like give context, when people put in a fucking food order with allergies, there's a big process that goes behind that. Because you have to make sure. Because as a server, we know like what it has, but like we might not know the marinade. So like the lamb chops at our
Oh.
job, right? So there's in the dish by itself, there's nothing with dairy in it. Like the side, no dairy, but the fucking kitchen manager comes. He's like, "There's in the marinade. There's like a little bit of dairy, like just a tiny bit." So now you have to like really go down to the ingredients. Because what are you really allergic to? Like if you're allergic to vinegar, what are you allergic to? The water? Like what in the vinegar makes you fucked
Yeah.
up? Because that shit's gonna be in a lot of our products.
Or the worst one, because we were working in a Mexican restaurant, when they're like, yeah, I'm allergic to onion. Okay, so you can't have chicken. You low-key probably can't even have some of our own fucking meat
You
because
get-
it's
you
probably
get-
marinated in fucking.
Yeah, you can't have the ground beef because there's diced onions in it.
And I'm like, the chicken has onion powder.
Yeah,
Or the funny one is like, yeah, I can have citrus. You're about to have nothing but chips and cheese. Like
no, dead.
you literally you can't have most other shit in there. Like chips, cheese. No, I had a lady once, or it wasn't us. Remember, it was a lady that walked in there. She was like, I can't have citrus. I can't have onion. Whatever. So the server comes in there, and our kitchen manager tells them like, because they wanted to get a fiesta, and they were like, they can literally only have chips and cheese, and they can add a couple other things on there, but they can't have any meat.
Yeah.
Like literally everything. Because I'm like, our fucking shrimp, there's citrus in there because of the marinade we have. The grilled chicken and the fajita chicken or the fajita beef that we get comes pre-marinated. At some point, it's gonna have either onion powder, or some type of citrus in there.
Yeah.
Chicken out of the question. Ground beef out of the question. Pork maybe. There's a fucking maybe in there.
Because
But-
I feel like a lot of people think restaurants make things from scratch. If we made things from scratch, your tickets would take like a fucking hour.
or it would not be as cheap because like
Yeah, that
because
shit
like
takes time.
Cheesecake Factory is a scratch kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for the little time that I worked there, everything is pre-made hours before they even open. Like
Yeah.
they get their deliveries right at midnight when they close the night before, and they have another prep team that comes in right and makes that shit for them for the next day. Like all their sauces right when they make them, it's two guys that are just in the prep area the entire time making everything by hand for the next day, not for the day before or like to catch. No, it's for the next day.
Yeah, that shit
So
takes
that
time, bro.
so that the reason that they can have orders like come out at a decent time is because everything's already pre-made, and I'm talking about everything. They like only have to just cook certain things,
Yeah.
and that's it.
So like when like this table, I fuck, bro. This was like a nightmare table. I had 2 sections, bro, and I knew it was bad because the host of that table of the 10 top came up to me in the kitchen and gave me a hug. She was like, "I am so sorry. We did not know they were gonna act like that." She came in. She's like, "I'm gonna be just a little bit of a headache." Like that off the note lets me know I'm about to have a terrible fucking time. She gives me a card, bro.
The one with all the
Bro. It looked like a fucking. It looked like her fucking TAM card with all the writing, front and back. She's like, I called ahead and they said you could accommodate. I go to Manny. She was like, the only thing she could have is the fucking salad. She couldn't even have the chips. She was like, she could have a salad and maybe the wings, but we would have to like make the wings so fucking plain it's not even worth ordering. And then like she gets to the table and they're like, da 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 da, the service here, and she's like, it's this place is so weird. The service has been so bad. Da 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 da. Da. And then she talks to the manager and come to find out, she didn't even call the one that we worked at. She called corporate and was like, yeah, they could accommodate. And nobody told us anything. And it was so bad that like I couldn't even hold it in my face anymore. So now I'm like checking out tables. I'm just like, I'm like fucking ups. I'm so upset. So like, and my table's like, you're doing a great job. Like all the other tables. And then the host of that table, she comes up. She's like, I'm so sorry. Like I didn't know like they were gonna act like that. We were supposed to go to a show together, but I don't think we're gonna invite them anymore.
That's the worst when you know the host of a table knows they're bad. That's the worst, dude. Like I would be so embarrassed if like that should happen to us.
If we took someone out to eat and they acted, I'm like, yo,
It did happen before.
that wasn't our people.
No, I know, but I'm saying
Yeah,
it did
yeah.
happen before. I
That
did feel
shit-
really bad to our fucking server, dude.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, you're being and they ran out on a tab. On top of that.
We've been in a situation, but it wasn't by our
Our choice. Like
Our
we didn't bring
choice.
them out.
it wasn't our friends.
Yeah, man. Like for the people out there too, if you notice that like your people are being dicks, just fucking speak up for your server, dog. That shit is so awkward. Like because we can see your people.
Acting a fool.
Like we see you notice that shit, and we're kind of looking at you like, are you gonna fucking? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because no matter what, like we have to be nice.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
I
mean,
was being a dick yesterday when I was leaving.
You're so stupid.
Bro, yesterday, it was my Friday. I was done for the week, dude. It was my last table. And we don't have fucking corn on the cob to sell. It just comes in one entree, right? And the guy when he first started off, he was like, "Yeah, I'll take corn on the cob." And I was like, "We only serve it off the cob for appetizers." And he said, "Okay." Bro, it comes out, the dude goes, "I thought it was corn on the cob." I was like, "No, we only serve the corn on the cob for our appetizer." And he was like, I was like, "Is everything okay?" He goes, "Yeah, I guess." And I was like, "Yeah, you better fucking shut the fuck up, you dumbass motherfucker."
That too, bro. This is the Mexican Clarn. Yeah, but why is it in a bowl? Oh, it's off the cob. Remember when I asked you if off the cob was okay and you said yes? Oh, can we send it back? Fucking bitch. Sorry, that just made me really. I just like.
Nah, but I love telling people though, I'm like, "It's esquite."
Mm.
And they're like, "What's that?" I don't know, maybe corn off the cob.
Bro, it amazes me how much white people have been in that building. Like, this is the most authentic Mexican food.
I had a table ask me. I had a table ask me, "So what's the most authentic Mexican food I can get in here?" And I was like, do you want me to tell you the most authentic thing or the best thing on the menu? And then she goes, the most authentic. I was like, you're not in the right place.
I'd be like,
And she goes, I thought we were here for some like really good Tex-Mex food. I was like, yeah, this is a Tex-Mex restaurant,
but it's not authentic Mexican.
but it's not authentic Mexican food. And she just looks at me and she goes, oh,
I'm like, the most authentic Mexican thing in there is probably the cooks.
yeah. That's about it, dude.
That's just pretty authentic.
I was like, I don't know what to tell you right now. Like, we serve filet. We don't serve carne asada. Like,
Yeah. Bro, that itself, like,
that's
bro,
a big ass thing. Like, what's your guys' carne asada? It's our filet.
yeah.
I thought that meant fish. I had a table go, I thought that meant fish. I was like, no, that's just like the type of cut, you know?
Or when people are like, we ordered the steak, yeah, the filet mignon. No, like the steak. I'm like, this is fucking steak.
Yeah.
People are so dumb. Or when people like call like the ground beef steak, I'm like, that shit is not steak.
Oh,
That is
no,
ground
no,
beef.
no. Did I
It's
ever tell you about
it's almost. I feel like it's almost like disrespectful to call that shit taco meat. Sometimes the ground beef.
No, it's taco meat. I think it's disrespectful to call it ground beef because it's taco meat.
I don't.
Because it's because it's marinated with like the oil, the water, and then it has the
Yeah, but
onions in there.
That shit's extra oily. Though.
That's what's considered. It's because it's 75-25. But that's considered like taco meat. That's why I don't be telling people it's ground beef. I'm like, it's taco meat. That's why it's so runny and oily.
I always call it the Taco Bell shit.
Yeah.
Like when I'm
That's what
when,
it
with
is.
the quotables, I'm like, this is basically like the shit you get at Taco Bell.
That's what I be telling people. I'm like, you're here for like Taco Bell food. You're not here for Mexican food.
Yeah.
Nah, I had a table one time, bro. This shit pissed me off, dude. So this dude came in, right, and is trying to fucking tell me like, yeah, I want the fucking queso guac and then salsa combo, right? Which is
the
an
triple dip?
appetizer. Yeah,
Yeah.
triple. And then he was like, yeah, I want a burger in there too. And I'm like, burger? What the fuck? He was like, yeah, whatever that is. And he's talking about the ground beef because you can add it for a couple bits. Oh my insurance assistant. That's crazy. I'm not gonna answer that. So, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And anyways, right, ended up being a whole fucking like problem because this fool kept saying fucking burger. Burger, burger, burger. And he's talking about ground beef. But you know how we have a nacho that's called a burger nacho? It's literally just all the ingredients you would find in a burger on top of a nacho, right? And at one point he goes, you know what? I'm just gonna get a burger. And I was like, the burger nacho? And he goes, yes. Okay, cool. And he's like, oh, okay. I like the one that has burger on it, right? And again, he's talking about ground beef, and I'm like, what do you mean burger? Like, we don't sell burgers here. Like, we sell just a burger nacho, or we got like ground beef option nachos, And he's like, I like this one. He's talking about the Supreme, which comes with pico de gallo, guacamole, and sour cream, but like on the top, right?
Yeah.
And he's wanting something with that on top.
Okay.
But this fool keeps going, but yeah, I want burger. But he keeps saying it, and I'm like, sir, do you want a burger nacho? And he keeps saying yes. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna ring in a burger nacho for you. Because that's obviously what the fuck you're telling me, and that's what you're saying repeatedly. Whatever. This motherfucker eats the whole thing, right? And I'm talking about the whole thing at the end. And he goes, yeah, it just didn't have any sour cream or guacamole on it. I was like, no, sir, it doesn't come with it. Like, I'm sorry, that nacho doesn't come with it. And he goes, so then why do you keep telling me to get this nacho?
You kept saying burger.
And I was like, because you kept saying burger. It's called a burger nacho. He goes, I thought this was called the Supreme. I was like, no, sir. You were asking questions about the Supreme and what it comes on, but you kept saying burger. And he goes, yeah, because I want something with burger. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you want something with burger? What does that mean? And he goes, what do you guys call it here? Ground beef? And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, so you're telling me this entire time you're trying to say that you want a nacho with ground beef on it?
Dude, that was shit.
So,
I would have went spiraling.
Dude, so no, wait, bro. So then he goes, I was like, so did you wanted something with sour cream and guacamole? And he goes, yeah, I wanted that the entire time. And this looked like it had nothing on it. I was like, because it doesn't come with it. And I told him, I was like, why didn't you ask me for any guacamole or sour cream on top of the nacho? I could have done that for you too. He goes, because you said it came with it. I was like, no, sir. You're talking about a completely different nacho. I got so heated. I went to the host stand. I got the menu. and I literally opened it to in front of him. I opened it in front of him and pointed. I said, "Sir, you are asking for the burger nacho. What does it say right there? It's burger, right?" He goes, "Yeah," and he goes, "Okay." And I was like, "But you're asking questions about the Supreme." I was like, "So you do see where our disconnect happened?" He goes, "Yeah, I see it." I was like, "Okay, well, I'm sorry, sir. Like,
That's like
but no, wait. There's more to the story, right? There's more to the story that pisses me off." So after that situation happened, right? He then gets mad. I think because I called him out on that bullshit, right? So then I ask one of our homegirls, right? I'm like, "Hey, can you go please talk to them? Like, this fool's getting upset because he telling me he wants a burger, and I told him we don't have it. We have a burger nacho, whatever." She goes and talks to him, whatever, and she comes back and she goes, "Yeah, they're pretty upset that their burger nacho didn't come with guacamole, sour cream, or pico de gallo on top." And I told her, I was like, "I know, like, I don't know what this fool is trying to like explain, but like he kept saying burger, but he's trying to say ground beef." And she goes, "Is that why he kept telling me burger?" And I was like, "Yes, that's why he's saying it like that." So then she goes, "Well, anyways, they asked for the ticket. Do you want me to drop it off or do you want to?" I was like, "Can you please do it? Like, I'm very upset with them right now.
yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk to them because I'm gonna say something." She goes, she comes back, she rings up the card, whatever, whatever. And I go up to him, or she rings it up and she gives it to me, and I go drop it. I was like, "Listen, I'm so sorry about what happened today. Hopefully next time you guys come back, I'll fix it for you guys if you guys have me again." I said, "But thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night." Then they asked me to call her back over there. She goes back over there, right? Mind you, they already fucking paid and they're about to leave. And they go, "We don't want to pay for this meal." So she then goes back and refunds them the money. So they walk out and they left me $2. But I was in my head, I was like, what was the point of you like giving that card out?
If you don't want to fucking pay.
Right. Because if you wanted to be like, complain about my service and the way I disrespect you, cool, go fucking ahead, because I did. I'm gonna be honest, I did disrespect you because you're a fucking moron, right? You're a fucking moron. But now I'm assured that you are fucking stupid. Because you could have just been from the start, "We don't want to pay for this meal. Our server was rude. Our food didn't come out how we wanted it." Cool, whatever. And that would have been avoidable. But it's the fact that you actually already paid for that shit.
Like you're taking extra steps now.
Yeah, and I just like, and I knew our homegirl was like on my page because she goes, "They just told me to refund their food after they paid."
I would have lost my fucking
At the end of the
mind.
night, right?
That's why I could never be
She literally goes, "I'm sorry. I was gonna yell at you, but I understood." And I was like, "Listen, I would not have been mad if you yelled at me. I would have been understandable."
Bro, that's like going to the bar. It's like, can I get this old fashioned, or like, can I get a margarita? But I want this one. It has margarita in it, right? So you get me a margarita. I'm like, why is it in a fucking goblet?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Sir, you said the margarita." Like, "No, what do you guys call it here? Alcohol?" Like, shut the fuck up. That sounds retarded. That sounds so fucking stupid.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that wasn't even my table, and that shit's irritating me.
Yeah, bro.
It's-
That
or when people are like, "Oh, like what's that nacho that everybody fucking like complains about?" The fucking the surf and turf. When people are like, "Oh, can we get the surf and turf but no shrimp?" I'm like, "Oh, would you rather do a fillet? Because you're only gonna get steak anyway." And then it comes out, they're like, "Why does it look so bland?" "Oh, maybe because you took out the surf out of the turf." Like, are you fucking stupid?
yeah. There's a lot of funny ass shit,
Like,
bro.
bro, if you're going out to eat and you're taking hella shit off, we're not gonna put extra because you fucking decided you want to take things off. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
And no, you're not getting a discount.
I was just about to say you're not losing. You're
That
not.
shit doesn't make any sense. You come into a spot ordering just chips and cheese, we're not gonna give you a fucking discount. Or people that come in asking for the kids menu, we as a server, you cannot do that shit. If you will get in trouble.
I haven't done that.
I've never done that. Me with my chicken tenders in
I've
the
done that
fucking
before.
back.
Yeah, I've done it before.
Chicken tenders tossed in lemon pepper wings, lemon pepper sauce.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of funny stories from the fucking just working.
There's literally we have like what 4 years and a half.
I'm about to hit 4 years. In
Oh
March.
fuck. Oh shit.
I'm about to hit 4 years.
Yeah, I have 4 years of stories worth in that place.
Yeah.
Dude, we could probably fucking sell a course on how to fucking become like.
No, we just have to tell our stories on here to be famous. What it was like being
Dude, we probably could write that down.
We should probably do like a segment where like once a week we talk about some dumbass shit that happens.
Oh, industry segment.
Yeah,
I
but
kinda-
I will say this though, there's a reason why I work in the mornings now because I don't have to deal with shit like that. Like at most, I just have people asking some dumb questions, right? But they don't act on that dumb shit. I help them out, and that's it. That's it. That's about it.
Like that whole like restaurant idea where the servers act like dicks.
Oh, I
They're
love
probably
it.
just acting normal.
They're speaking their mind.
No, yeah, because you guys are fucking. People are so stupid. And people fucking complain.
A lot of those stupid people come from the Republican states too. So I just have to be.
I love watching that black guy. I forget his name. His name was like Isaiah something, but he's so funny.
Oh yeah, Battle of the fucking Republicans.
Just remember, whenever you bring up Obama about deporting people, 90% of his people were violent crimes, and 10% of them were the worst of the worst. Donald Trump is less than 12%. That's episode 17. I gotta take a shit and I gotta get ready for work.
And I gotta go back home to edit this.
Thank you guys.
So much.
Hola gente.
You're supposed to keep doing it, bro.
What?
Word association, bro. Go.
Word
Thank you
for
watching
us.
again.
Till the next time.
Episode 18 next out next week.
Out next week. Out next week. And I'm out next week. Rest in peace, Grandma. She got hit by a bazooka. Kaboom. Kablow.